Side effects may also include an outpouring of gratitude to the magnificent print.
It's comedy, baby.
What are somebody comment?
Switch it back.
Breakup bunnies are not medically tested and have not been proven.
It's on a transition.
Zander, you need to get off Twitter. Do your work.
Okay.
Come on. Okay. I cut off your access to the good old HTTP. I contacted IT support and I told them that until I tell them that you finished your paper, you can't load web pages.
Not okay.
Well, buddy, you're gonna have to deal with it.
Fine.
Hey, get off there. Command prompt, oh come on. You're gonna sit here with your typewriter until you finish your paper. I'd like to see you access Twitter from here. Hey! Welcome back to Zander and Sander, Fanders. I'm Sander.
And I am Zander. It's been another crazy week, and lots of stuff has happened, in fact.
Yep, but we're still here, so are you. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah. Zander, I was just thinking, we don't talk anymore.
We never did.
Good, because I didn't have anything else to say to add to that. We're going to get to just what we had one question coming in this week. Emily asks, what is the best kind of cookie to bake?
To bake?
To
Not
bake.
to eat.
This is a very specific question. Now, I would, in my answer, argue that because the sense of eating is associated with the smell and everything else that comes along with baking, the anticipation, that one of my favorite cookies, the peanut butter cookie that is also one of the most aromatic, would, in my opinion, be the best to bake because it makes me think about eating it.
That's true. Actually, I was about to say the exact same thing.
Also about the peanut butter
peanut butter cookies. I was thinking those are the best to bake, and they're the most fun. You get to do the thing with the forks, and I think that's great.
That's true. That's
yeah, absolutely. The other thing, though, is that if you're allergic to peanuts, the smell of peanuts all over in the air can kill you.
That is very unfortunate. I would have to say then that the alternative, my second choice, would be oatmeal raisin, because they often have some nice spices added in there.
You know, you're often wrong, actually, about opinions.
I know I often am, but there's some times when I just nail it right on the head.
That was not one of these times.
Now, Fanders, as you might have noticed in the cold open, Zander has been a little bit lacking in his academic pursuits at some points. I will admit that I have also struggled a little bit, but I had some experiences that have helped me figure that out, so enjoy that. Zander has been really struggling to stay on task. I wish he could be as productive as me. I mean, sure, it's been hard for us to find motivation anywhere. But I find that the trick is to put yourself in new places to get the creative juices going. It's the only way I have survived, but I'm running out of new places.
Oh, hey, don't mind me.
I wonder if I can climb up Zwingmer with my laptop.
Well, obviously those are a little bit of an exaggeration, but really, schoolwork has gotten extremely difficult to complete for many of us right now. Let's talk about this for a second.
Yeah, and we don't want to push this aside in a totally comedic manner. There are just a few very rare times when we might try to get serious here at Zander and Zander. And we just think it's important to acknowledge that things are difficult. We want to encourage ourselves and encourage you that there is an end in sight, and it is getting extremely close.
Yeah.
We want to make sure we work
Yeah,
towards
it's
that
Friday
end,
today, in fact, and we have one more week, and then we have finals week. And that's it for this semester. This semester has seemed like it's lasted 1 million years, but it will at one point come to an end, and it may not be the nice ending that we thought it would be. It may not give us as much closure as we thought, but it is coming to an end, and it's going to be weird to transition to a time where we're sitting around our houses all day writing 18-page papers in theology, to sitting around our houses all day not writing 18-page papers about theology.
That's right.
So we do need to mentally prepare for that and think about what we're going to be doing, and how are we going to feel like we're doing something each day.
We do, and it might be difficult because it feels like we've already transitioned. We were talking to a professor that we saw from a distance yesterday.
A great distance,
about how this semester feels like it's already ended, and yet we still have work to do, and so that can feel exhausting. And we want to make sure that everybody in our audience and that we acknowledge that things are exhausting and things are hard, and it's okay to sit with that and let yourself feel that, and don't be guilty. Don't feel guilty.
And also, on the other hand, we would definitely encourage everyone who is missing the things that they used to do their activities to create right now. And whatever capacity that looks like, it could look like a lot of different things. Like, for example, this right here. Lucas and I originally were going to try to do a two-hander show, or like a small comedic show at some point during this semester. But, obviously that couldn't happen. So we turned and we said, what do we have? We've got a webcam, we've got computers, we've got chairs, we've got a lamp, and we turned it into this. So there's always something you can do. There's always some place we can turn, and we would definitely encourage you guys to turn to any outlet you can find.
This is true. And one thing that we also want to address is that you may have noticed that the color grading on this week's video is a little bit grayer than usual. We may have had some technical difficulties and had to change cameras.
Normally, this beautiful iPhone 10 is what is powering the video for these broadcasts. However, the $35 app I purchased to do this no longer works. So I will be contacting technical support, but I have a feeling that, things are just broken. I don't know. Maybe it was an app update. But anyway, got my little Logitech webcam sitting there on a stack of boxes and books.
Now, something that we dug through our archives and found this past week was, now last week when we were doing interviews about each other, we got a little bit tired of being inside.
Cabin feverish.
Yeah, so we decided to go outside, and we took the cameras with us. And so we have some of the leftover footage from us interviewing about each other from outside. Well, something I've learned from Zander is how to be kind and compassionate. He's really encouraged me to reach out, and I try to help him. Like right now he's not eating much, so I try to offer him some food. I've made him some creme brulee. I've offered him my Reese's Big Pound cup. I've tried to get a hold of some puffer fish or, some beluga whale eggs, even a Kinder Surprise egg, but he wouldn't go for any of it. It just feels like Xander's gotten more and more distant from me. I keep reaching out for him, but he gets farther and farther and farther away. Zander!
Well, one unexpected consequence of the show is how good I've gotten at doing rotoscoping, green screen, trash matting. This whole thing is a green screen, actually. We're not actually outside. We're not allowed outside anymore. Yeah, so actually this is all green screen right here. That's special effects, sound effects. It's pretty good, huh?
Xander's also taught me to be satisfied with less, to not ask for more than I'm given, and to make do with what I've got. And sometimes to be sad about it.
Please? Anyone in there? Can't I just have a scrap of community, please? Yeah, I'd say it's a difficult life, living out in the streets of Orange City, looking for any community you can find. But hey, at least it's honest.
He's also taught me a lot about myself, about all the built-up anger that I have inside me that it's not healthy for me. So I need to let it out, and it's okay to let it out, especially outside where nobody's in close quarters, and I just gotta breathe and just let myself loose and absolutely go.
Well, that was just a real big grab bag of lots of weird stuff we did outside, wasn't it?
Yeah, kind of forgot about how all that went. Now we have one more segment tonight, and we're going to need a very special guest in order to pull it off.
Yes, you've met this guest before. However, she has never appeared physically on our stage. She's appeared remotely via video chat. So for the first time ever in real life, through your screen, can you welcome Tulip Lowry now? Because we're married. It's a fact.
Hi, love.
Hey, how's it going, honey?
It's true.
Good. Get it? My shirt says love because you are my love.
And we're in love, obviously.
Yeah.
Right.
Now, this week we made an exciting branding partnership with Breakup Bunnies from Wickner Crochet Company. And now, in order to pull off a product demonstration, one of us needs to break up. So, Zander?
Yeah, so, surprise, it's part of the YouTube clout thing. It's my career, and I'm very passionate about it.
That's it?
Anyway, so...
We're breaking up?
The breakup bunnies, yeah.
So, how it
we're
works...
married!
Yeah.
How it works is that a friend will buy you a breakup bunny, and for when you're going through a hard time. And since I'm such a big person, I got one for each of you. And...
Awesome, look at this.
This will be there to comfort them through every twist and turn that happens in the rest of life.
Solid piece of crochet. Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
But it's not you! I don't want this, I want you!
Well, here's the
But
thing.
you can't, and so now this is all that you have.
Right.
Okay.
Physically, we cannot be more than, less than 6 feet apart normally. Obviously, we're violating that right now, for the YouTube, for the fans. But normally, that's just not acceptable. So I just thought, you know what, this is getting a little bit inconvenient for me, so I just decided to end the whole thing. And, maybe you can be part of this YouTube money one day.
Well, can I at least keep the virtual ring? Because I need it to finish my degree.
Your MRS degree?
Yeah.
Oh, I was kind of hoping you'd email that back to me, actually.
Fine. You can have it back. And take your stupid bunny, too!
Breakup bunnies work.
Well, that went better than I could have imagined. It could have gone better. It could have gone, way worse, though, right? Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, well... That's kind of a low note, you know. You know, actually, the television show Seinfeld ended when they were all in jail. They all went to jail in the last episode.
Well, this is better than that, I would say.
I think this is a better ending for that than
Okay.
that. And it's with heavy hearts and frowned faces that we must tell you that this show is coming to an end. You see, I will be going back to Pennsylvania for about a month, starting next Friday, before I start a job in Wisconsin. So, getting ready for that move and driving across half the nation is going to take a little bit of toll on my free time. So, unfortunately, we will not be able to continue this. Yeah, so
Indeed. Yeah, the school year is coming to a close. I also am going home for a little bit before moving to Kansas City. And yeah, we don't have a good way to communicate or to continue creating with each other at this point. So this will be our last episode, but we want you to stay tuned, stay subscribed to this channel. If you aren't already, go ahead and press the button. I'm pretty sure it's over here somewhere. And after you press that subscribe button, you can click on the little bell icon that will give you a notification for every new video that we put up. So if we ever post anything new, you'll get a notification.
if we ever post anything new, of course.
Of course, and we do hope to do that someday.
Yes.
And we'll see what that looks like.
So thank you so much for tuning in with us these several weeks, these several crazy weeks. And thank you for helping us finish out our semester. Thank you to Landon, of course, who's been operating our equipment this entire time, and to all the fun
Indeed.
people we've had on and have contributed to this show. And, of course, everyone who's tuned in and watched us.
That's right.
So thank you so much.
Stay safe, stay
safe
distant,
out there. Yeah.
and hope to see you next time, Fanders.
Goodbye.